Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on my program. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting from. If you are joining me from any part of the world, I thank you very much for your contributions on this channel. Please kindly subscribe if you have not subscribed, and also click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. In this channel, I bring information to your doorstep. I bring news from all channels, from every angle. Things that have to do about the world, things that have to do about Africa, more especially Nigeria. I bring it to your doorstep, some information that you ignore, some information that you cannot be able to come across. I look for them, I bring it to your doorstep for you to see. Every video you see on this channel is for educational purpose.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency, and it's a pleasure having you on the program tonight. Let's get straight to it. You and your colleagues were very vehement and very firm about your choice, or where you prefer the candidate of your party to come from. Why was that insistence from your colleagues and yourself?
And our insistence is really based on principle. We believe that after 8 years of Buhari's leadership, it is only fair, just, and reasonable for the APC to zone the presidency to the south of Nigeria. There was no thing in the APC constitution that says we must zone. There is no written agreement, but there is an understanding right from the formation of APC in 2013 that Buhari would be supported to be the presidential candidate. Of course, others came to contest against him, but they lost because the consensus was largely in favor of Buhari. And there was that understanding that after 8 years of Buhari's leadership, the presidency should move to the south. Some of us were therefore terrified when we noticed that not only one or two people that were not considered serious contenders coming to say they want to contest, because even in 1999, Abubakar Rimi contested against Obasanjo and Ekweme when the North had a very clear understanding that no one from the North should contest. So there is always the one or two odd people that will go against the broad understanding. But when we began to see moves, including some governors and Senate President and others being invited to buy forms and so on, we got really worried, because we believe that there is a basic principle. That principle is centered around APC's motto of justice and fairness, and we thought we had to stand up for that, because those are the values of our party, those are the values of President Buhari, and those are the values of us as northern political leaders. We keep our words. We don't go against our words, whether the words are written or just a handshake and agreement. You should take it to the bank. That's how our grandparents were, that's how our parents were, and we are not going to be different. We are not going to squander 100 years of goodwill of people trusting the words of a northern politician because a few people are selfish. And we had to come out unanimously. 12 out of 14 governors came out and said, no, Mr. President, we insist that the presidency should go south, and the president supported our position. It has always been his position anyway.
Can you give us the true the details of what really happened? Because you said when you saw that people were obtaining forms other than the perceived or the understanding of the southern candidacy of your party, you got worried. But what really happened? Was it that people were promised tickets, or what exactly was the true state of things? Because a lot of Nigerians, now you have a candidate, I mean, it's a good time to now speak about it because the event is over. What were the real situation?
Look, right from the beginning of this process, Governor Hayabelo of Kogi made it clear that he was going to run, okay? But, we didn't take that seriously. Because he's second-term governor, he's taking no risk at all. He's still governor till 2024, so maybe he's just gambling. So we didn't take it seriously. But when some governors, like my humble self, Governor Zulum of Borno, Badaru, and a few other governors were approached to buy forms and join the race on the assumption that if PDP zones the presidency to northern Nigeria, or if they pick either Senator Bukola Saraki, Tambuwal, or Atiku Abubakar, there is a need for APC to reconsider its position. We got worried because what PDP does has nothing to do with what APC does. We are the governing party, and a northerner has been president for 7 years, going to 8 by the grace of God. And the fact that PDP has picked a northerner does not mean we should deviate from our principle. It's a principled position which does not change because of intervening events. So a few of us started talking. I was approached to pick up the form. I declined because I have had the view for the past 2 to 3 years that the next president of Nigeria should be from southern Nigeria. I wished the PDP also took that message and ensured that a southerner emerged. It would not be talking about this, but they played this political game, and we shouldn't respond to it. We should show to our colleagues in the south that we keep our words, and we started discussing and said, look, we have to do something. Badr had already picked up a form because he was pushed, but I said I wasn't going to do so, and Zulum made it very clear that he would rather be second-term governor of Borno State than pick any form. Ali Modi Sharif was also approached. He declined. So there are many of us that felt, this is not right. We shouldn't do this. Now, when we saw that, the whole idea was gaining momentum, particularly after the PDP primaries, we began to discuss amongst ourselves, a few governors in the beginning, and then we reached out to all the other governors and pointed out the danger of, doing away with a principle just because of some intervening event in another political party. And we felt that we had to take a position, and we did. And we took that position. We sent a delegation to inform Mr. President of our position. But before they saw Mr. President, the document that we signed and our communique leaked. So they came back disappointed and didn't want to see the president because they felt embarrassed that there was a leakage. But a couple of days later, we saw the president and we explained the circumstances of the leakage. We apologized for the leakage, but this is the day of social media. Anything can happen. And the president was not only pleased about the leakage, but he told us that